Hello students, today I am going to do the topic relations and functions, class 11th, NCRT exemplar problems. Now this is one of the problem that n of a is equal to m, n of b is equal to n, then the total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from a to b. They are asking, so they're talking about non-empty relations. Now you can see here, suppose when R is a subset of A cross B, then we can say R is a relation. R is a relation. So R is a subset of A cross B. If it is subset of A cross B, is known as a relation. So how many subsets we can find for A cross B? 2 power n of A cross B gives number of subsets of A cross B. Number of subsets of A cross B is 2 power n of A cross B. This is nothing but number of relations from A to B. So I can think about number of relations. So number of relations equal to 2 power n of A cross B. It gives 2 power n of A into n of B, m into n. This is number of relations, including empty relation also. So they are asking non-empty relations. So 2 power mn minus 1. So this one including empty relation, you can subtract the 2 power mn minus 1. Then it gives number of non-empty relation that can be defined from A to B. Now see the second problem. Stub x whole square minus 5 into stub x plus 6 equal to 0. This is stub x, stub function. Then what about x value they are asking here. It's a quadratic equation, right? Find the factors of this. To stub x minus 3 into you get stub x minus 2 equal to 0, right? The product equal to 0, either this equal to 0 or that equal to 0. From this we can find stub x is equal to 3. Again you get stub x is equal to 2, right? When you got this value stub x is equal to 3 means the x value lies between 3 and 4, right? Including 3. This is the definition of stub x. Stub of 3 is 3. Between 3 and 4 also 3. If we consider here similarly 2 less than or equal to x less than 3, right? If we combine these two, you can think 2 less than or equal to x less than 4. Combine this between 2 and 3, excluding 3, including 3, up to 4. Your answer is fourth option. Your answer including 2, excluding 4. If we combine those two. So then we have completed the second problem, right? Now I am going to do the next problem. So this is a very good question. Try to understand this one. 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x. And again this problem. But we know that cos x lies between minus 1 and plus 1 because the range of cos x is between minus 1 and 1. This is the range of cos x. Multiply with minus 2. So then what you have to multiply with negative number less than will become greater than. Now you multiply this, it will become 2 greater than or equal to minus 2 cos x greater than or equal to minus 2. I want 1 minus 2 cos x. We add 1. If we add 1, so this will become 3 greater than or equal to 1 minus 2 cos x greater than minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. If I reverse minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 cos x less than or equal to 3, right? So 1 minus 2 cos x lies between minus 1 and 3. Should be careful here. Left side negative number, here positive number. Between 0 is there, right? Between 0, but 1 minus 2 cos x should not be equal to 0. Correct? 1 minus 2 cos. So when I written like this, 1 minus 2 cos x should not be equal to 0. So that means this value I can split this. Correct? Minus 1 to 0, 0 to 3, I can split that. Correct? Because this value should not be 0, right? You remember 1 minus 2 cos x should not be equal to 0, right? That value should not be equal to 0. I should split this. Because the entire value should not be 0. I should split this. You can think when I am comparing these two. So 1 minus 2 cos x greater than or equal to minus 1. And here 1 minus 2 cos x less than or equal to 3. I can consider between this, right? Even between 0 to 3 I can consider, right? Even if I take less than or equal to 3, if I consider. So here, so between minus 1 to 0 I can consider, 0 to 3 I can split that. In two ways I can split. Whether I can write 1 minus greater than or equal to minus 1. And 1 minus 2 cos x less than or equal to 3. I can write like that. Otherwise you can think this one you can see here. When I have taken this value, See here, I can also think. So it's not equal to 0 means I can write minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 cos 6 less than or less than 0, and 0 less than 1 minus 2 cos 6 less than or equal to 3. When I have taken reciprocal of this, see here, you are approaching 0 from left. If you take reciprocal of this 1 by 0, but you are approaching 0 from left, this will become minus infinity. So you can understand if I take reciprocal of this 1 by 1 minus 2 cos 6, 1 by 0, it will become minus infinity. I will get like this, minus infinity less than or equal to reciprocal of this minus 1. Correct? You should be careful here. Then you can take here, again same thing, 1 minus 2 also less. If you take reciprocal, you are approaching 0 from right, 1 by 0 approaches infinity, so 1 by 3 less than or equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x less than infinity. So you can see your answer will be third option, right? So this will be your answer. Minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 by including 1 by 3 to including minus 1, right? Including minus 1, I get 1 by 3 to infinity, right? It will come including that minus 1. Here they should be including minus, this is including minus 1 only. Including minus 1. That option is including minus 1. You should be careful in this problem. When you are finding the solution of this problem, you should be careful. Correct? I hope you understood this, right? So you should be very careful when you are doing this problem. This is important one. So here it is not equal to 0, is split between minus 1 and 0, 0 into 3. Take reciprocal. So you are approaching 0 from left, minus infinity, minus 1. You are approaching 0 from right, plus infinity. So answer will be minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 by 3 comma infinity. So in this problem, f of x root of 1 plus x square, they are asking what is the relation among these f of xy and f of x and f of y. They are given f of x. What is f of y? Root of 1 plus y square. What is f of xy? Replace this x with xy. 1 plus x square y square. The talking product of these two. If I multiply f of x into f of y, I can multiply 1 plus x square into 1 plus y square, right? So this will become, you will get 1 plus x square plus y square, x square y square, right? If we compare this and this, always remember root of 1 plus x square y square, you will get less than or equal to root of 1 plus x square y square plus x square y square, right? We are adding few more terms for this, right? This will be less than or equal to this. But we know this is f of xy. So less than or equal to f of x into f of y. So third option is right. Answer is third option is right. Now I am going to the next problem. They are asking domain of this one, right? Domain of root of a square minus x square. When they are asking domain, first you think for what values of this function exists, define. So we can see when root inside root, the value should be greater than or equal to 0. Then only we can define the function. So a square minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Multiply with negative, x square minus a square less than or equal to 0, right? X plus a into x minus a less than or equal to 0. When these two factors less than or equal to 0 means they are given, in the problem they are given a greater than 0 is given here. A greater than 0 is mentioned. So if you take here, so minus plus infinity, so minus a to a. If you take more than a, it gives positive. If you take less than minus, it gives less than minus a positive. So because this is a is given positive, so this will be minus a plus. So less than or equal to, including these two values, right? Including these, between these two. So between minus a to a, your answer is minus a to a, including this. Second option is your answer. The domain x lies between minus a to, including minus a and a, closed interval minus a comma a. Now see in this problem, this is given linear equation, right? F of ax plus b is given, a, b are integers. They given f of minus 1 equal to minus 5. F of minus 1 is equal to minus 5 is given, right? So you can substitute, replace x with minus 1, minus a plus b is equal to minus 5. Now you follow this condition. If you follow this condition, 3a you will get. So you will get 3a plus b is equal to the given 3. Correct? So you can solve these two equations or you substitute these values, you can verify which one satisfies, that is our answer. If we substitute here, you can see You can substitute here minus 3, minus 9, minus 1. So this is, you can eliminate. Correct. One is satisfying, other also you can check. 2 and minus 3. So you will get 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 3, 3. Again I can check here. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 5. So this one is satisfying for these two equations. That is your answer. This won't satisfy, this won't satisfy, right? Both are positive, gives it won't satisfy. This is our answer. Otherwise, you solve these two equations. One method is substitution. We can do substitution, we can find our answer. Otherwise, if we solve this, just if we subtract this, you can see here, this will come here, minus 4a equal to minus 8. So a is equal to 2. Then a is equal to 2, then automatically a is equal to 2 here and here. You can eliminate these two, right? So substitute a is equal to 2 here, then you can find b will be 3. So a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 3. A is equal to 2, b equal to minus 3. You can verify. This is our answer. Like that you can do that. The domain of the function f defined by the domain of f of x equal to root of 4 minus 6 plus root of 4 minus x plus 1 over root of x square minus 1. This is the domain. Now so minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 4. You can see here they are asking domain and range of this function. Domain and range of this function f of x equal to 4 minus x by x minus 4. When they are talking domain here, you can see here f of x equal to 4 minus x by x minus 4. To define this function, the denominator should not be equal to 0, x minus 4 should not be equal to 0, x not equal to 4. Except for I can take any number, so domain should be equal to, I can write all real numbers except 4, correct? So this is a singleton 4, right? Except 4, I can take it any number, correct? Or minus singleton 4, this is the domain of this, right? When they are talking range, so you can observe here, so f of x is equal to, I can take it minus common here, x minus 4 by x minus 4, so it gives minus 1, right? Whatever the value of x, we get output is minus 1. You take anything in the place of input, in the place of x, output is minus 1. So your range is equal to, you will get singleton minus 1. So your answer is, domain is this, range is this one. So third option, right? So this is your answer, right? So that will be your answer. Now I am going to do the next problem. Now in this problem, I am going to explain again domain and range of this. So they are given root of x minus 1. So I can define this function when x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, x greater than or equal to 1. Clearly we know that x greater than or equal to 1. So x greater than or equal to 1 to infinity. So what is the domain here? X greater than or equal to 1 means I can consider domain equal to 1 including 1 to infinity, because 1 more than 1. So infinity, this is domain, right? When they are talking about the range means the output value, right? So now, because we know that x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, then root of x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, this is nothing but f of x greater than or equal to 0, right? So the function value is a 0 or more than 0, then I can write range is equal including 0 to infinity, right? So definitely domain should be including 1 infinity. So this is not your answer. Maybe here, if we see 1 comma infinity and 0 comma infinity, this one. So your option is third option, right? So this is your answer. Domain is 1 comma infinity, including 1 comma infinity. Range is including 0 comma infinity. Now I will do the next problem, right? So they are asking domain of this function. When they are talking domain here, so the denominator should not be equal to 0, right? So you can think x square minus x should not be equal to 0 to define this function. So what are the factors of here? You can think about the factors here. It will be x minus 3 into x plus 2 should not be equal to 0, right? You will get like this. Then x value should not be equal to 3 comma minus 2 except these two values. So except these two values, what is the domain here? You can think about domain equal to, so everything you can consider except these two values. I can consider minus 2 comma 3. Only this is set. These are all interval. These are all, you can see, these are not your answers, right? So this is not your answer, this is your answer, right? R minus set of minus 2 comma 3. So first option is your answer. Now I will explain the next problem. Now in this problem, you can observe here, domain, clearly the domain is R. They are given f of x, right? There is no denominator in this. F of x is equal to 2 minus mod x minus 5. I can take any value of x here. So clearly domain is equal to R. There is no restriction here. Domain is equal to R. When they are talking about range, how to find the range of this? Clearly we know domain is R. Now you can see here, we know that modulus of any number, this are always greater than or equal to 0, right? Mod value gives positive, but when x equal to 5, this will be 0. Mod x minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. If we multiply with a negative, so minus mod x minus 5 will become less than or equal to 0. But I want the function along with 2. Add 2 here. If I add 2 here, 2 minus mod x minus 5 less than 0 plus it will be 2, right? This is the given function f of x less than or equal to 2. The range of this function will be left of 2. The left of 2 we can see here, the given this is minus infinity to infinity. So this is to left of 2 including 2, right? So minus infinity come out including 2. So your answer is this. That will be your answer, right? Now I am going to explain the last problem in this. Now they are asking here the common domain of these two. Okay, the given condition, the domain for the function defined by these two should be equal. What is the domain of these two functions? So common domain of this. So f of x equal to g of x. When they are equal, what is the common domain of this? You can equate this 3x square minus 1 equal to 3 plus x, right? You transfer this side. 3x square, I can write minus x minus 4 equal to 0, right? Transfer this side. Minus 3 minus 4, you find the factors of this. You can find the factors of this. You get the 3, 4, 4, right? We can see the factors of this. I can write 3x square. I can write this one. So minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 equal to 0, right? Just find the factors of this. So minus 4x plus 3x minus 6. You can verify here. You will get minus 4 into 3 minus 12. I can take it here. See, if I take common here, I can take x common. So 3x minus 4, I can take it here, I can take 1 common here, 3x minus 4, right, equal to 0. Common find again, 3x minus 4 into, so x plus 1 equal to 0, right. So from this I can conclude the x, I can conclude that x is equal to minus 1 comma 4 by 3, right. X equal to minus 1 comma 4 by 3, right. So only these are the two values. So for these, this is what that means I have only got two values. Therefore the domain is equal to set of minus 1 comma 4 by 3. So this is our answer, right? The domain is equal to set of minus 1 comma 4 by 3. For these two values, we can say these two functions should be equal. So with this, I have completed NCERT textbook class 11th example problems of the topic relations and functions. Thank you.